Of a series of News4 investigations into the state's troubled foster care system, lawmakers have a direct message for parents. Come see us. Our Chief Investigative reporter Jeremy Finley has been working for these parents to make sure their stories have been heard. And Jeremy, what are the lawmakers doing right now?
Well, Marius, they have formed a caucus asking foster and adoptive parents to come to them, bring their concerns directly to lawmakers to see if any legislative action could perhaps lift their burdens. Burdens, our investigations found, that are often created by the state itself.
It was criminal.
We brought you their stories, foster family after foster family, telling News4 Investigates the State Department of Children's Services did not share the true sexual and violent histories of children placed in their homes, resulting in trauma for the parents and damage to their properties. But the executive director of the state's Foster Adoptive Care Association says the children are suffering too. If foster parents are blindsided and children then removed from homes, she says it means their troubled histories get longer and longer.
I know that children don't deserve to be just scary descriptions on paper.
We're struggling in Tennessee to find foster parents.
It's why Representative Jeremy Finley has launched a caucus that met for the first time this year, encouraging adoptive and foster parents to tell members of the caucus what changes are needed.
You've reported on this several times, and so I think what we can do is start shedding light on that.
With continued scrutiny on DCS following a scathing comptroller audit, Faison says he wants to focus now on the parents, many who've had to hide their identities but wanted their stories told.
Louis Brandeis, he said sunlight is the greatest disinfectant. What if we start opening up the dialogue across Tennessee?
It's something that's personal for Faison. After all, he fostered a child who ultimately became his son.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Let's identify the challenges, identify the problems in Tennessee through this caucus, and then say, all right, we've got them identified. Now what do we do about them?
All right, I've heard this repeatedly from foster parents. All they've wanted all this time they've told their stories to us is for people to understand what they're going through and hopefully to get lawmakers' attention. This may eventually, at last, solve some of those issues. So if you are a foster parent and you are wanting these lawmakers to know your story, we have put the contact information you will need on our website, WSMV.com. Marius?
Great reporting, Jeremy. Thank you. And also on WSMV.com, you can read all of Jeremy's coverage on this continuing series. The first time he reported on this was back in October.